Hello, True here again. I thought I would show you a way to use just a few Tombow markers to color an image. Not everyone has gone crazy and purchased every color of Tombow marker there is, like I have. Some people are just getting started. Some people maybe have put off buying them because they don't know how to color with them. You could buy just a few to see if you would like it. You can purchase them individually. Clear Dollar Stamp sells them. And try it and see if you like it before you buy the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure that once you've tried them, you're going to love them, and you're going to want all the colors too. Today I'm going to be using number 249 green, number 847 red, number 977 brown, and number 723 pink. I'm going to be using the Christmas mouse image that I illustrated for Clear Dollar Stamps for their September releases. I think he's a cute little guy, and he's real easy to color. We'll start out with his body, and we're going to use the number 977 brown. And I always like to picture my imaginary light source from the upper right hand corner. I just like that angle best. So you'll want to color opposite. You'll be doing the shaded parts where you lay your color down first. So you'll be coloring opposite from your light source. This is what gives you depth and dimension in your coloring, is to remember where your light source is. So for the most part, the darker areas are going to be along the bottoms of the body parts and then to the left hand side of the image. Anywhere you know that if it were a 3D subject, the light would be casting a shadow. We're going to put a little bit on his tail. Today I'm using a paintbrush. A lot of times you'll see me using a water brush. I love those too. But today we're using a paintbrush. You just want to get it lightly wet. You don't want it dripping or soaking. And you come along into the lines of the ink or watercolor. I don't know what it actually is. And pull it out onto your image. See how simple this is? This little guy is really quick to paint, and you can get lots of dimension with just the one color. Whenever your brush dries out, just dip it, get some more, and pull the paint back out. You see me kind of doing little circular motions. I do that sometimes. You want to make sure that you're using watercolor paper if you do any scrubbing. You can use other papers, but I highly, highly recommend watercolor paper when you're using Tombows and doing lots of blending. And there is some watercolor paper in the Clear Dollar Stamp store. I will add a link after I finish this tutorial. Okay, I'm going to wet my brush down a little bit more so I can pull color in and smooth out the watermark lines. And pull some on his tail too. I didn't get enough color on his right hip to make me happy, so I'm adding some to my acrylic block. Pick it up and lay some more color in there. Okay, now he looks like he's brown all the way around. Gonna put a little on his nose. Okay, and then his ears and tail I want to be pink. And the pink that I picked is a little bit brighter than I wanted, so I'm going to add some of that to the acrylic block also. And then I'll pick up some of the brown and blend it with pink. And on his ears, I usually do the upper part and then down the side of his face. Rinse your brush and wet it. and then blend that in. Same thing for the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up some more paint and hit his tail real quick. And his cheeks. I see where I got some brown off. I got a little crazy there, so I'm just going to rub it in a little bit, make it disappear. I'm going to smooth that right there also. Okay, the mouth is colored and shaded, so we're going to move on to the flower. We're going to do the poinsettia. On this image, I like to do the green leaves first because they look so much like the red leaves. I don't want to color too much red. So I'm going to go in with the number 249 green. Hit the shadow parts heavy. And rinse the brush and get it wet, and just pull a little color over. I don't normally do this evergreen color on my leaves, but for poinsettias it works, and because of the color of paper I picked out, it works really nice. You'll see it'll look good on the card. And then for the poinsettia itself, I'm using 847, and you'll do the same thing here. Just go in and it's so tiny, you're not going to get a whole lot of shading, but that's okay. I'm just kind of stressing, I guess, that you don't want to, on the flowers, you don't want to go in and color the full thing heavy, or it's not going to be as soft as the rest of the image has been painted. And when I'm done with the flower, I will go in with some stickles and make it shiny, and I'll take some yellow stickles and kind of fill in this area right here where it would normally be yellow, and give it some sparkle. And then I'm going to pick up the 249 green again and just hit the stem real quick. And now that the flower's colored, I see that I missed some brown in there. So you could always go back and fix things. That's a nice thing about this. Okay. There you have it. Very quick, very simple. I'll turn it into a card real quick and post a picture of it. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please leave a comment and let us know that you liked it and that you would like to see more coloring tutorials, and give us any suggestions or comments that you can think of. I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you, and happy crafting.